the change comes from being in His presence, submitting to Him, abiding and obeying. January 30th, 2025. I'm not sure if you've been following along or not, but I've been doing a proverb of the day every day for 30 days straight now, starting with January 1st all the way till tomorrow, January 31st. And I'm so excited just what I've learned through it and what I've gained through it. There's been so much wisdom imparted. Let's read Proverbs 30 together. The sayings of Agur son of Jakeh contain this message. I am weary, O God. I am weary and worn out, O God. I am too stupid to be human, and I lack common sense. I have not mastered human wisdom, nor do I know the Holy One. Who but God goes up to heaven and comes back down? Who holds the wind in his fist? Who wraps up the oceans in his cloak? Who has created the whole wide world? What is his name? And his son's name? Tell me if you know. Every word of God proves true. He is a shield to all who come to him for protection. Do not add to his words, or he may rebuke you and expose you as a liar. O God, I beg 2 favors from you. Let me have them before I die. First, help me never to tell a lie. Second, give me neither poverty nor riches. Give me just enough to satisfy my needs. For if I grow rich, I may deny you and say, who is the Lord? And if I am too poor, I may steal and thus insult God's holy name. Never slander a worker to the employer, or the person will curse you and you will pay for it. Some people curse their father and do not thank their mother. They are pure in their own eyes, but they are filthy and unwashed. They look proudly around, casting disdainful glances. They have teeth like swords and fangs like knives. They devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among humanity. The leech has 2 suckers that cry out, more, more. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. No 4 that never say enough. The grave, the barren womb, the thirsty desert, the blazing fire, the eye that mocks a father and despises a mother's instructions will be plucked out by ravens of the valley and eaten by vultures. There are 3 things that amaze me, no 4 things that I don't understand. How an eagle glides through the sky, how a snake slithers on a rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, how a man loves a woman. An adulterous woman consumes a man, then wipes her mouth and says, what's wrong with that? There are 3 things that make the earth tremble. No 4 it cannot endure. A slave who becomes a king, an overbearing fool who prospers, a bitter woman who finally gets a husband, a servant girl who supplants her mistress. There are 4 things on the earth that are small but unusually wise. Ants, they aren't strong, but they store up food all summer. Hyraxes, they aren't powerful, but they make their homes among the rocks. Locusts, they have no king, but they march in formation. Lizards, they are easy to catch, but they are found even in the king's palaces. There are 3 things that walk with stately stride, no 4 that strut about. The lion, king of animals, who won't turn aside for anything. The strutting rooster, the male goat, a king as he leads his army. If you have been a fool by being proud or plotting evil, cover your mouth in shame. As the beating of cream yields butter, striking the nose causes bleeding, so stirring up anger causes quarrels. I love the transparency in this. In the beginning, I am weary, O God. I am weary and worn out, O God. I am too stupid to be human, and I lack common sense. I have not mastered human wisdom, nor do I know the Holy One. It's okay to be real, but the change comes from being in His presence, submitting to Him, abiding and obeying. Verse 5, every word of God proves true. He is a shield to all who come to Him for protection. It goes on to talk about dissecting literally people who are wise versus unwise. I find verses 24 through 28 really interesting. There are 4 things on earth that are small but unusually wise: ants, hyraxes, locusts, and lizards. Ants, they aren't strong, but they store up food all summer. Hyraxes, they aren't powerful, but they make their homes among the rocks. Locusts, they have no king, but they march in formation. Lizards, they are easy to catch, but they are found even in kings' palaces. Down below it says, here small, insignificant animals are surprisingly powerful and resourceful. So there's a whole paragraph talking about pride and humility, and I'm about to read that. But before that, I want to read verses 32 through 33. If you have been a fool by being proud or plotting evil, cover your mouth in shame. As the beating of cream yields butter, and striking the nose causes bleeding, so stirring up anger causes quarrels. So much pride in that. Pride versus humility. Wise people are humble, not proud. Humility is demonstrated when a person recognizes a mistake, listens to another's correction, and learns life lessons. It is hard for the proud to accept this discipline. Pride puts self first and does not allow the cracks and flaws to show in public. However, truly humble people acknowledge that others have something to teach them about life. To be truly wise, we must begin with the fear of the Lord, which recognizes that we have everything to learn from God and nothing to teach Him. Learning from our own mistakes and observing the mistakes of others provides an avenue to wisdom and puts us on the road to life. Only a humility that acknowledges weakness and failings will allow this kind of instruction to work its benefits in our lives.